Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Crummell. Yesterday, a York County teen learned he will likely serve 20 to 40 years in prison for killing his friend. Nolan Grove was just 13 when, by his own admission, he shot and killed his 12-year-old friend, Kane Highland. Grove is now 15 and in the York County prison without bail. That's the part of the story our Seth Kaplan is following up on today. Seth.
Indeed, James. 13-year-old Nolan Grove, as you said, back when he was arrested for shooting 12-year-old Kane Highland. There you see him. The shooting happened in Red Lion back in April 2023. The trial wrapped up this week in downtown York. Nolan Grove, now 15. President Judge Maria Musty Cook revoked bail right after the verdict. Sheriff slapped handcuffs on Grove, took him right to York County Prison. As you said, James facing 20 to 40 years. Everyone agrees what he did is awful. This is, however, now part of a broader debate about sending children to adult prison. Here is Grove's defense lawyer speaking about that.
There's a lot to be learned from this case. I guess the question goes back is whether or not he should have been tried as an adult to begin with. Do I like him being at York County Prison? No. But at least I know he's safe there. I know they're going to keep a really close eye on him because they're certainly not going to let anything happen to a 15-year-old in there.
What's interesting about someone Nolan Grove's age is he will likely still be kind of a middle-aged, working-age adult when he gets out of prison. So, James, the question there goes back to the whole decision in the first place, first of all, to indeed prosecute him as an adult. And then, what do you do with someone in that situation if he gets out and he's somewhere between 35 and 55 years old? And,
right.
What does that do for society? On the other hand, he admits he shot and killed his friend. Tough questions.
Tough questions, and just such a sad situation all around, because you think of that little boy's family who they don't have their son anymore because of the actions of a then 13-year-old. How do you wrap your head around all of it?
Right. And you have to not lose focus of that when you see those people walking out, regardless of the verdict yesterday. And that's kind of why it's not two sides of the same coin, right? Being in that courtroom, Nolan Grove's family is thinking, is he or is he not going to be, are they going to say goodbye to their son essentially for who knows, maybe the rest of their lives? Whereas for Kane Highland's family, the answer doesn't completely matter. I mean, they wanted this conviction, but their son is gone no matter what.
All right. And the sentencing, they'll find this out when?
August 28th is the sentencing, and we are working, by the way, the question about all this. There's a bipartisan caucus in the PA Senate working on speaking today with leaders from both parties about, is this an example of something where, this wouldn't happen exactly this way in every other state? Should that change? Should it not? Interesting debate.
Absolutely. All right, Seth Kaplan, thank you very much for following this story for us. We'll look for more coming up tonight.